Very good morning, TYBSC student. Today we are going to discuss about. I am delivering lecture to the introduction of green chemistry. First of all, we have to see uh, role of green chemistry. Green chemistry. It is a new syllabus for our TYBSC semester 5. First of all, we have to see what is the green chemistry or introduction of green chemistry. First of all, we have to starting from introduction of green chemistry. Introduction of green chemistry. Introduction of green chemistry. Let us talk today. Our topic is introduction of green chemistry. Already given basic background of introduction of green chemistry in your Google Classroom. Each and everybody student, you see you see in your Google Classroom overall concept we have to already mention in Google Classroom. First of all, we have to see a definition of green chemistry. First of all, we have to see what is the definition of green chemistry. Green chemistry. There are a number of different definition of green chemistry already given in your Google Classroom, in which only one definition I will deliver in front of you. It deals with the study of the environmental begin chemical synthesis process are designed in such a way that there is a there is a once again, I will repeat that what is the role of green chemistry? Then what is the basic background of green chemistry? Let us talk. Already given number of concept relevant of green chemistry in your Google Classroom. Today we have to discuss what is the definition, which is the definition of green chemistry. It deals with the study of environmentally begin chemical synthesis process which are designed in such a way that there is a least pollutant in environment. This is the definition of green chemistry. Another definition it will be given in your Google Classroom. Then next point, this introduction of green chemistry. This green chemistry was introduced by Paul D. Anatus in 1991. Most historical account of the green chemistry. The last consider the beginning of green chemistry. Then there are different uh, contents are involved in environmental chemistry as well as green chemistry also. First of all, we have to see green chemistry is the process to design a chemical reaction in environmentally friendly manner, involve the eco-friendly, economically and safely synthesized procedure. There are different types of factors are mostly responsible relevant of green chemistry. Then next point, we have to assign reducing elimination of hazardous chemical and waste while practicing in chemical laboratory. There are different laboratories are available. In that laboratory, different types of chemical reaction is working out in that particular lab. Then we have to see another concept of green chemistry. Green chemistry. First of all, we have to see what is the role of green chemistry. This is the next concept relevant of green chemistry. Green chemistry. This is the main contaminants in your in that particular green chemistry. Then it is divided into different types of subcontaminants also. This green chemistry it is relevant to process to design chemical reaction means this green chemistry it will be involved one concept and it is I may write down like this concept a process to design chemical reaction means in which chemical reaction it will be most important for further green chemistry chemical reaction. This is this is the part of green chemistry. Then another part of green chemistry is reduce or elimination hazardous chemicals. Then another part is reduces hazardous chemical reduces or elimination of hazardous chemicals. This is the second part of green chemistry. Then another thing is third part is relevant of this chemical reaction. What happened? This chemical reaction it is converted into different types of synthetic process. It is directly converted into synthetic procedures. Means it means that this is the green chemistry. It is divided into three types. What happening after then green chemistry? It will be workout. This green chemistry it is divided into one part is reduces or elimination of hazardous chemical. Then another is chemical reaction. In this chemical reaction, it will be against divided into one part that is a synthetic procedure. This is the same types of tree diagram of green chemistry. Then next point we have to deliver uh, another concept also. What happening after them this concept. Next point we have to given already in our Google Classroom drawbacks of in conventional chemistry. The next point drawbacks of green chemistry. Green chemistry. Each and everybody student listen carefully. The number of drawbacks we have to given already mentioned in your Google Classroom also as per consideration of syllabus. Then their number of drawbacks is there. Number one is what is the drawbacks? It means that disadvantages of green chemistry. First of all, we have to see use of toxic reagent is there. Toxic reagents from chemical reaction. From chemical reaction. This is the first drawbacks of this green chemistry. Then another is reagent, then solvent, then another is reagent, then solvents. This number of drawbacks are already given in your Google Classroom, but we have to detect one by one what are the drawbacks of green chemistry. Then next one is elimination of byproduct from during chemical reaction. Elimination of byproduct elimination of byproduct from during chemical reaction. During chemical reaction is there. This is also third drawback of green chemistry. Then another drawback also. Uh, so the important chemical generation byproduct from the environment, human being considered as a conventional traditional chemistry. There are number of drawbacks is there. Greenhouse effect is also mostly responsible for one drawback of the green chemistry. Greenhouse effect. This is also one of the most responsible drawback of green chemistry. Then another drawbacks are also given in your Google Classroom. Each and everybody student you see also that drawbacks. We have to mention one by one. Then next one is need of green chemistry. Another concept we have to see need of green chemistry. Which are the most responsible need for further daily life for human beings? need of need of green chemistry. Green chemistry. I want to say that need of green chemistry. Green chemistry it is mostly relevant of human beings because number of good effect or nice effect on human beings, because this green chemistry it will be mostly main or major part of our life. Without green chemistry or without different types of environmental effect, we can't live alive. This is the main factor for relevant of human beings. First of all, we have to see which is the main need for green chemistry. Despite we have to see one by one. There are number of needs are involved in your Google Classroom. A number of concepts we have to given or mention in your Google Classroom. Each and everybody student, you see what are the which how much more needs of green chemistry. It will be also involved in Google Classroom. First of all, despite the major growth of chemical industries, then harmful effects, then environmental effects on human health. We are not to take consider overall early 1990. No doubt, there is a need to make significant changes to the operation design for chemical processes, industries, order related communities to remove the reduce and harmful impact to the environment. There are number of contaminants are present in our environment. These contaminants are easily removed or eliminated with the help of green chemistry. This is one of the main source or main effect on human beings. Then next one is need of green chemistry. Such contaminants are already given in your Google Classroom. Each and every student you see one by one and you study. Then next one is last part in the introduction of green chemistry. Goal of green chemistry. Goal of green chemistry, which is the main target for our human being, which is the main goal for green chemistry. First of all, we have to see the green chemistry is a reaction, chemical reaction reduces the pollutant for the following environment. Number one is green chemistry emphasis on creating a better and safer chemical, while those surfaced safest, most efficient way to synthesize product. This is also one of the most goal of a green chemistry. Then another is it should serve for reducing hazardous and waste industry and other chemical laboratories. This is second goal of green chemistry. Then last one is the synthetic scheme should be designed such a way that starting material of the consumed any reactions or maximum extent and final product. The reaction should also not generate any byproduct by polluting the environment. This is a last goal of green chemistry. Then another goal of green chemistry, it will be involved in your Google Classroom. Each and every student you should one by one and you should study that. The remaining part we have to discuss later. This is the overall related of introduction of green chemistry. Then another chapter we have to see later. Thank you.